Hey Will, as the Beatles once sang, "So this is Christmas." I'm on my way back now. I just dropped Beth off at our construction site, our 5-year project, and she's going to handle things down there and come back on motorcycle. So I'm coming up here to do a couple of things, but what I thought I would do is much is made of our lifestyle, and the word paradise is bandied about here and there, and by me too. So I thought I would show you what our particular paradise is really like. And we're starting now. This little stretch of concrete that you can see actually leads down to the bridge that we built. I designed this bridge based on stuff that I've observed crossing many bridges in London when I was working as a pro musician. This bridge, small though it is built to withstand a 5-ton truck, and has done on many occasions, and of course it handles the Raptor easily, but I wish I'd made it a little bit wider. But anyway, coming up now, and this is concrete. We did this as 2 ribbons of concrete, but that didn't prove to be such a good idea, so we filled it in. I'm actually in 4-wheel drive now. I've had a lot of rain, so things are very, very slippery. So what you can see there is Jessica and James' house that they were building and have now, for one reason and another, abandoned it. They have a place which they rent, a nice place, or used to rent, and actually they moved into a place that apparently they bought. So here we are now, and I'll take the camera down in a minute. We lost all the roofs except that one that you can see there. That's our little guest house, and that was the only one that stood. It didn't lose the roof, it just had a little minor damage. What we're under now is a rustic version of the nice cover that we had out the front of Nanai's house, and I'm going to show you what Nanai's house looks like. As I said, much is made of the lifestyle that we lived. Things are bent and twisted to suit the narrator, but what you will see on the camera today, Nanai doesn't know that I'm coming in to make a little movie, so what you see is what you get. We built that house. Let me take the camera down. Pardon the bump. Okay. So we built that house for Nanai. The one that was there before was the tiny house that we came to Bohol to share with Nanai, and we built a much bigger one there. I had a grand idea of building a larger house. Nanai actually chose to have that kind of a house. Hey! And there we are. I think that looks like Taliklik down there. Yes, I think so. There must be a signal down there. So here's our Raptor, the most expensive thing we had, and what we need. As you can see, I just cleaned the truck, and that's what it looks like after a clean. What you're seeing here in the yard, these are some of what's left of bunk beds that we had made for our students. That's the old Volkswagen. It is sold. That's the bike that we bought for Beth. It's used by practically everybody. So I know that it's dark in here. Hi Lena. Hi Nanai. So, well, they're watching television, obviously. And here's Nanay's. This is what Nanay put up as soon as we built the house. And there's Nanay. Happy birthday, Nanay. Happy latent birthday. So, we're getting very dark now. I know that you won't be able to see too much, but we're going to the kitchen. I had thought with that big room there that we would put in a modern kitchen. We all have these plans, don't we? And they never come about. Nanay had a kitchen which she's used to. That was supposed to at least have the like a desktop or countertop, the cooker. No, that doesn't happen. Before I could fit a stainless steel sink, they'd made this sink, bricked it up, concreted it. So you can see here, everything is done rustic style. Nanay chose to have a house like this. She chose that it would be 4 or 5 blocks and then frame and a macon. There's a window. So there's nothing fancy about this. That's a little room there that has a washing machine in it. And here we're looking at the wreckage of our little red house, which is no more. And as you can see, I built that out of metal stud. We're gradually getting rid of all of this, but it's slowly but surely. So back in so that I can lock the doors behind me. So we get our water by bottle, but hey, get down, Basher, go on, get down. We do have running water supplied from a pump which is on right down the bottom of that hill, and it comes up from the well, and everything is pretty well as Nanay has been used to it all these years, but with the exception of a TV. This is the table that we eat dinner at every night, and it's cooked between some of it on there and some of it outside in the dirty kitchen, as I've showed you. And the roof was taken off completely, taking some of the framework with it, and we patched it up and put on a new roof. So that's pretty well Nanay's house, and because I'm filming, they've turned the TV off and fled. So there's a little bathroom in there, which is a traditional stand on the rim toilet. This is it. There's the life of the rich and famous. That's Vec. She helps Nanay out. And that's an outdoor faucet there. And this is our collection of dogs. Get. This is Red. This is Blackface. This is Porgy. This is Basher. Basher used to be the top dog. And that's Brownie. There is another name, but probably it's another of Beth's names, something like Giraffe or something like that. So we built this up. This was all, it actually was quite nice. It was fairly rustic, but we were intending to put this much cover back on, but we're waiting for salvaged timber so that we can put a new half roof on anyway. Now this was actually very nice as well. Before the storm, had a roof on it, and it was made for the Pomeranian dogs, which you can hear yapping as small dogs do. Hi there. Hello. So this This is our pool deck. As you can see, it's a very grand description for something that really is quite simple. This was covered into, had a nice cover. Here's the supports going off on each corner, but a very tall one like that, coconut, fell across here and took down the corner, destroyed that post and that post there. The wind did the rest and took everything away. We haven't seen the roof since. This is our simple answer to having a filtration system, and it was Beth's idea that there would be water in the pool. Now, as you can see, this is our Olympic size swimming pool, which people love to say that, wow, they have a beautiful guest house and a swimming pool, and they always make it seem much grander than it is. We live very, very simply, and I've said many times, and it doesn't seem to be heard, but what we live in is it's not your American dude ranch with picket fences and rolling meadows. It's kind of like a scruffy little farm that Beth grew up on. That house is probably twice as big as the one that she grew up in, and the one that Beth and I took the second bedroom in when we first came. Now, as I said, the guest house, this is the guest house that we're looking at now, and that started life, it started life as a workshop, and I was going to make furniture. We quickly found that wasn't a practical idea. Here's what's left of the porch, and these are these are smelly Pomeranians. This used to be, you know, a pretty garden with lots growing. Rado is taking the thing apart bit by bit, and what we find is that in the work that we do, we find that things are rescued from the storm, and it happens very slowly because people still have a life to get on with, like we do, and we have our here's our high security. Oops. This is a Filipino culture. As a foreigner, I really can't understand it, but it's the way, and the way that it's difficult to do this one-handed. Okay, all right, there we are. Okay, this is our kitchen, such as it is. It's very simple. I just bought the grout, so I'm about to put these tiles up here on the side. They're all cut and everything, but it needs to be grouted, and the sink needs to be plumbed in. As I say, really, the problem is that there just are not enough hours in the day. So, at the moment we can boil a little water, is probably about it. I'm looking at my keys now. Let's see if I have it right. Okay, I have it right. And we're living in our office. This is all the stuff from the storm, still hasn't been sorted, and do I think it ever will? I'm really not sure. the mouthpiece for my trombone is probably somewhere in there, but we haven't found it yet. So what you're looking at is our life, and I've said many times that we're not the tidiest people. We don't make excuses. In true Filipino style, we are what we are, and you will take us or leave us, is the way that I see it. So very soon we hope to have a sink that's working there, and I have a gas cooker that's at the back there, and that will go in our drinking fountain and a fridge. And we get rid of this this dining room table because we don't need it. We'll probably eat here, and that's it. What we have is sensational, beautiful views everywhere we look. I've showed these views before. That's Tata's house down there, and let me see, and there's Lena's house on the left, and then on the right in the center of the picture now is Rado's house. So we do live in a kind of a compound. So we're at that point for our Christmas. We are, well, the world economy is struggling, and because our main foundation is one which has investments. Every foundation, it will invest its capital, and from the interest on the investments, we are funded for the most part from America, and it's not a good scene for the moment, investment-wise, anywhere in the world, it seems, and it is reflected in the amount of funding that we can get from abroad. We have some wonderful angels who dip in their pockets and actually help on our various projects. At the moment, we are trying to finish the church up in the quarry, up in the mountains over the quarry, and that's our main focus at the moment. Plus, we have our 70 students that we continue to try to help through their education, and we're looking forward to an increase. It's a hope against hope, I feel, not to get doomy, but I think the world has some pretty hard struggles coming in the coming year, and let's hope that there is divine intervention to come and save us. Plus, I think that people are speaking out now, and the possibility is that the world populations, instead of being reduced, will say no. There's a lot of stuff coming down that we need to be aware of and stand up against. But that's away on another subject, and our lifestyle is what I've showed you. That's pretty well it. As I often joke, it's tough at the top. Yeah, our life is not for everyone. We do what we can to help those around us who are less fortunate than we are. We don't have any complaints. Our struggle to get our own place is ongoing, and part of the five-year dream plan that we have going, and we're hoping that with good fortune we might be able to finish earlier. But right now we actually we have no complaints about the way that we live right now. We choose to do what we do. We make no excuses, and we're not complaining. It's a simple life. It was always simple up here, even when the red house was really nice after the work that I did on it before the storm. and Odette came in and put paid to that of us being able to live and reap the benefits of the work that we did. That didn't happen. Well, life happens, doesn't it? While we're making our plans for a wonderful future, life is continuing to bring us the challenges that we are required to face. So, I will say goodbye. We'll eventually get there. We'll eventually tidy up. We'll eventually redo this at the same time as we have our students, 70 students, and our various help projects that we are trying to get to people. And we do what we can with what we have. And no one can do better than that. Thank you for being with us. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, all of you wonderful people that have stood by us over the years. We are so thankful to have you. I've met some wonderful people in cyberspace who continue to be our friends, and many of whom I write to on a regular basis, exchange correspondence with on a regular basis. So right now I'll give you a look at the hillside and where the sun is probably going to go down fairly soon. It's around 4:30 now, I believe. And bye for now.